Moment of truth on this mission. I think I'll sell some resources to buy the magma dragon. We don't have to sell a lot. I think 4,500. The exchange rate is terrible, but this is an exception. There's no escape for you. Trying to figure out what we have visited, what we haven't. So basically, a single branch of the western edge is what Duncan hasn't visited. 2 spell powers probably. Knowledge, spell power, attack or defense. Spell power, attack. These are different. No one has visited the War Academy, really. I don't want to get too close to armies there. Duncan is not capable of handling it. So he has 3 heroes close by. What is he gonna do? Split. Spread out in different directions. Right. Laszlo is a dangerous one, and he went to the one particular place where we have to sort of go to with our Duncan, so there's no avoiding this fight. Our initiative is fairly good, but I'm not sure if we should try to compete with them on that front. Let's see what happens. They have better initiative. And holy shit, much better initiative. Guys dead. Holy ballsack. Haven't had any luck or anything like that, even though we have 5 of it. So that's a bit of a downer. Spellcasting wise, there's not much we can do. Mass buffs. have at least used some sort of a plan in this fight. Definitely protect the range units, but the thing is, I'm not sure we can win that range unit exchange. So we have to at least send one squad there to put an end to that. It'll be a suicide mission pretty much, but I'm not sure what else could do. Right, these guys are now sort of worthless. Better use of runes. Corporality. At least gives you a 50-50 chance if the enemy is connected you or not. Right, so we need to probably redo this, use resource a bit better. On the other hand, if we do win this, then it doesn't really matter. A win is a win. This is the deciding fight of the mission. I think it's better to just load. We more or less have range units that can't do anything, and that's about it. We have to act a little bit differently. I didn't really use my... well, anything all that effectively. We can't avoid the charge of these. They're gonna just hurt. There's no getting around that. Thing is, we need the barrier of these troops more than we need the minor damage they're gonna inflict on someone. I should have used that rune already. It's so easy to just overlook it because I don't really regularly. Even shitty rune. Minor buffs that you can sort of use once. Corporality for one turn, not particularly useful now. It might be, sort of, but probably not. They're 5 units not right next to each other, so we sort of have to go against them now. It doesn't particularly matter who we attack, but one of them... this is gonna hurt a lot. And didn't get lucky. It's a still good attack. I'll probably keep skipping. Yeah. So the more they attack, the tougher the situation for them. Try the thunderclap attack. to get rid of enemy stacks. As many things need to be kept active as possible because the enemy is still very close to each other. The thing they should have done is get rid of the Thanes through any means necessary. That was a sensible thing to do. A huge mistake ignoring them. Everything with range capabilities, anything that can attack should have just piled up on top of it. But well, now it's too late for them. Give me a critical hit. No, such luck. Ooh, he escaped. So his army got wiped out, but the hero is not gone. Our casualties were modest, but we fared much better than they did. Basic leadership. Actually, that's not bad. Not bad at all.
What is it? What's he doing?
Damned if I know. He's a vicious bastard.
You're always too polite. I call him an ass. More red troops coming! Ah, blast! Dwarves! Warriors of the Stone Wall! To me! To battle!
Knights of the Stag! For our freedom!
Father! Oh no! Elrath, preserve us!
My daughter, Freda. Amidst all the tortures, all the horrors, only one thing really terrified me. That I would die before I could see you again.
You won't die. I'll get you out. We'll fight together to free the Empire.
No, you will fight for the Empire. I have done all I could for decades. The bell tolled for me the moment the messenger from Laszlo arrived.
Laszlo, don't give up. It's not your way. My troops have the hallways. We can be gone.
Don't lose that. What you feel right now. Never. Keep fighting. It will be hard, my daughter. But if you persevere, I know in my bones that we will win.
Of course. I must. We must. Father.
And when the Empire is saved, I will be there to share it. But for now, I
Father! Father!
Heed his words. Receive my gift.
Laszlo!
What was that scream?
Freda?
If she has a voice like that, lad, I'd have second thoughts about marrying her. But she's done for Laszlo. Good girl, that one.
Whatever magic he had, Freda's scream broke it. Let's finish it.
Duncan, old friend, I have never before felt so much like cracking skulls.
Forward! Tonight we'll see each other again. Either over roast deer
Aye, or in the halls of our fathers, forged in fire!
Eliminate Laszlo, but we didn't eliminate him. He just escaped. Yeah, the plot didn't really correspond with the actual events that happened here, but just plain. Right, we're here for attribute points now that Laszlo is out. No, we are not, because we've been here for attribute points already. We're here to go to the other side. Duncan needs to go here for attribute points. His army might suck, but it's good enough for this purpose. Also you. Probably told your ass to the city, someone needs to be there. Well, neat might be a strong word for it. Might be nice if someone would actually be here. Right, their backbone is broken at this point. I wonder if Laszlo is gonna appear as a hero still. That would be amazingly inappropriate. So I have high expectations that will actually happen, but we'll see. Not that big of a deal either way. Start preparing the next army. There's at least a reasonable chance we're going to keep seeing, if not Laszlo, some other powerful hero soon enough, so might as well prepare for it. Without a powerful hero and a great army, they don't really have a chance though. Pretty much a mandatory combination to get anything done at this point. Five liches want to fight. Or why not? We can kill another hero here. Enemy hero. Yeah, they're just in the sweet spot. I doubt he's going to send additional heroes up north anytime soon. I mean, if he loses 2 heroes in a row and the associated armies, he's going to be in a tough spot. Right, with any luck we can probably prevent them from having a turn. Not quite so lucky. The double speed rune is ridiculously good. Doesn't matter how slow of a horse army you have, you can just reach the enemy every time you want to. If you just have a little bit of an excess of resources. And it's a common resource too. So you're not really sacrificing anything after the beginning. Good. 60 brawlers, could I... I don't even want to try them. They join up, I'm in more trouble. Although I could replace the berserkers, I don't really use the berserking ability all that much. It just doesn't work with this sort of an army. I feel like they're sort of in a weird spot, berserkers. You sort of have to get them close to the enemy to guarantee that your own troops aren't going to be affected by the berserking. At the same time, they don't have the endurance and hit points to actually survive that kind of a tactic. They're not quite as squishy as the big attack units of other races, but at the same time they're much harder to use too. Boots of Dwarven King. I'll take the initiative increase, thanks. Right, this fight is basically over. 2 attribute sites. I guess I'll use Wolf's Stand to end the mission after he's picked up the few attributes here. There are some attribute sites on the other southern side, so it's not quite as simple as that, but still. It's not that much more complicated either. See what higher level ones do. Now they're starting to be very expensive. Something new here. I don't think I've ever seen a 5th level tier rune. Maybe they provide something useful. I wouldn't say that the current ones are useless though, just something that's truly great, like resurrection type things. Great. Creature gets plus 100% to its defense, plus 100% to its attack, and plus 50% to magic proof for 1 turn. Doesn't work for dragons. Yeah. It would probably be good for the Thanes. They have a reasonable amount of mobility already, so they could reach the enemy line of stacks. And instead of using the speed one, you could use this. Double attack. You can do massive amount of initial damage, plus you're very well protected against enemy charging at you. Need attack. I think we need attack. Pretty much always need attack. Dragon Forge. Not sure how expensive it is. Usually it's like 1 unit of some type. One wood, one sulfur. We'll prioritize Thanes and range units. Mainly because these are the ones we can get most use out of. When you have enough warlords, you have a troop that can jump right on the enemy and attack every single goddamn unit in their army. The damage might not be massive, but every unit. So it needs to hit about 4 stacks to compensate for that, though. I'm not sure if that's actually how it works. What I mean is, I sometimes feel like the damage, especially the initial target that you hit, is higher than it probably should be. So there's a chance I don't quite get how the jumping damage is supposed to work. Is it basically you have a hit damage, then you have the different damage that jumps? So everyone, including the initial target, gets the jump damage. The initial target will also get the hit damage from the attack. As said, I don't actually have any clue if that's how it works, just speculating. Not like I have tested it and put down the numbers. But the goal is the south left city, so if we go after that, the game mission will end. I'm thinking of cornering the enemy there at the very least, but there's no immediate need to do anything. What we need to do is screw over their heroes. That's the important thing to do at this point. Are we missing items? You need speed +1. I'll buy it. I don't know if we have room for it right now. It's too good to ignore. Our initiative will be somewhat lower, but this will, for example, make sure that Thanes can reach their targets right at the start. Pretty much guarantees that. So we can use the damage rune on them instead of the mobility rune. Right. We have money for troops at the moment. We don't need the major skills. So there are certainly enough troops here, we just need a little bit of funds. Yeah, there are way good attribute sites here to ignore. We'll definitely go after those. Horncrest is trivially protected at this point, don't care about that. Vanquished move to play this lost tail out of the fight. Probably enemy heroes there too. More importantly, they're more or less screwed at that point. Ooh, Lorenzo is still here. Of course he is. Because we had a long cutscene where he got basically blasted from the sky. So here he's riding like nothing happened. This is probably their largest army still left. It's garbage. Still garbage. Bravely ran away, did Sir Robin. I don't particularly care. His end is coming in like a turn or two, so for what he's trying to gain by running away. Yeah, Laszlo, not Lorenzo. So no Laszlo anymore. I'll have to wait a couple of turns to get more money. He's seriously going to pick a fight again. Lorenzo, hello. It's been a long time since we last met. Lorenzo is gone. Hero got lost too. I don't think he has the funds to buy them back anymore. Andreas is here, the last remaining troops. This is the pretty much final nail in their coffin. The other city still has things, but they're actually Haven troops, so they don't really mix well with these. And they didn't look all that well upgraded. Kill all these three at the same time. The Thanes. Gonna focus fire on the upper groups. Hello, friends. This city isn't particularly impressive either. Right. We could hire another hero to take these sides, but it's probably faster if I don't do that. Let's use the troops we have. I'll add magma dragons to this. Not necessarily the best possible group, but it'll be good enough for anything the game throws at us at that point. That should be fine. Right, we're not the best possible group, but good enough for anything the game still has left. Don't want to fight if I don't absolutely have to. Not like these guys will provide any kind of a resistance at this point. Right, once Wolfstan has taken the attribute points, I'll go and blockade the last remaining city so I can end this whatever I want. We'll let Duncan collect additional resources. I have to assume Duncan and Veda will get together somehow in the last campaign of the expansion. But at least his slimy ass is gonna be seen there, so probably should get as many attributes as we can. Red doesn't really have anything left. He's just done. You have an army, so I don't see why I should try to evade all fighting. I was sort of hoping that they would keep up without a fight. Waste less of my time. At this stage, buffing defense probably wouldn't be the worst idea ever. I really want to fight against the big thing. Witcher's Shot could have something useful. Right, there doesn't appear to be anything else of interest here. Last spell PowerPoint, and that's a wrap. There is something still here, it's not particularly interesting or memorable. But I don't care what defenders they have, they're gonna be minimum compared to what we've already faced. Yeah, pretty pathetic. Turrets are shooting at skirmishers. Sort of want to give the first aid tent a chance to resurrect the Colossus. But that'll make any kind of a difference. Mission over. Not that demanding of a mission. Still, we had one good fight out of it. So, good fight in the sense that while it wasn't hard, if you play it like a retard, you can still lose it. So that's something. A new campaign is available. Ilia's Quest. I have no idea how the hell the two previous campaigns really connect to the Ilia's Quest. I suppose there have been dungeon faction attacks on the dwarves, so it's gonna be routing demonologist in the dungeon faction. A new leader for the Ikchal faction. Probably. I just don't see how this all ties together in the expansion. Probably there's a chance it doesn't. Story-wise, there's at least one expansion left, so that's likely another 3 campaigns. Let's see. Still, about the... what is that? Is it Castle, Fortress faction, the Dwarven faction? I have a much more positive opinion about them than when I started. Because you can't play them as like the other factions. They're terrible at that. But the rune magic is very powerful. It allows individual units to do things that you simply cannot do in any other way. You can't do the massive overall buffs that you can do with spellcasting there, so it's in no way a replacement. But it allows units that you couldn't use in an offensive manner, or maybe not even in a great defensive way, to do trickery stuff. I guess the only real complaint I have about the trickery stuff is that I don't really see it being all that useful. it could be in some situations, sure, but the situation would be so goddamn narrow that I have trouble thinking where it would be useful. Like stealing someone's enchantments. Yeah, if they buff things massively, you can sort of turn the tables around by stealing the enchantments. You didn't have the luxury of casting. I'm just thinking practically. It's very, very, very rare that such a situation pops up. But it does pop occasionally, so it's nice to have the option, I guess. Either way, it's a solid faction, and more importantly, it plays a little bit differently from the previous existing factions. So bonus points for that. Slow units that are durable and have you mostly solid initiative, so you can still act on them fairly quickly. So I feel like this is similar to the Academy faction, the one with the golems and gargoyles and genies, but done in a way that it's I think it's fundamentally better, but more importantly, I think it's better for the flow of the game. With the Academy faction, you sort of have a crafting system and can add medals to the troops. But it's done outside of the fighting, it's very resource intensive. There's no real indication how are the units even buffed, who has those artifacts on them, and so on and so on. So it's I feel fundamentally the system or the implementation of that is shit. Here we have sort of that. Individual boosts on the stacks, but it's implemented in a way that's much more friendly to the flow of the game. You don't need to do anything extra. It's just like spell casting, and you just apply them in the fight on individual bases and pay the cost there. You're much more likely to use them, and you don't have to memorize who has what. You don't have to check their stat screens constantly to see who the hell can do that and this and that. So I feel it's just a better implementation of the similar idea, that instead of using spell casting, you just buff individual stacks and pay a little bit of resource for the luxury. So yeah, I think that it's a fun faction to play. At least it doesn't feel like you're doing the same goddamn thing over and over and over again as you did in the previous faction. So yeah, much more favorable opinion of the Dwarven faction.